Hello, on today's episode of the Comics Panel, we're going to be talking about The Flash, and he's a one-trick pony.
Yes.
All right.
You think he's one-trick pony?
A little bit,
Yeah.
but like you were saying earlier, I think it's basically because of the villains they use.
Yes. Constantly. Agree.
Yeah.
Because you watch the CW.
I watched it, yeah.
Every villain is pretty much speed intense.
It is, yeah, it is on there, yes.
I mean,
It's kind of in the latest stories, too.
and the Reverse Flash is being constantly used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have it's kind of like if you remember back in the late 80s when John Byrne had to revamp Superman. Superman was so strong, either you had to get another alien to come down and fight him or some mythical god that came from the center of the earth. I think because everybody's always fast for the Flash, there's nobody that they can throw at him unless they're speed because, again, Captain Cold. So you get a guy in a parka and an ice gun, you could be Captain Cold. Well, that's not a good villain. You know, everything that has to match him is speed. Can we get better writers, maybe? Like you were saying before?
I think that's probably the ticket because, Flash in Silver Age Flash and Bronze Age Flash, when he fought Captain Cold, would freeze his feet to the floor and create an ice wall that he couldn't get through. It was too thick for him to vibrate, stuff like that. And I think that's kind of what they should be doing. You know, maybe not exactly Flash's Rogues gallery, not like every single one of them, though that would be cool. Just kind of get a little bit different rogues going. I mean, we said earlier,
the turtle.
Yeah,
the turtle. If you've ever read the books, he would fight one of the original Flashes, Jay. What was Jay's last name? Garrick.
Jay Garrick.
It was the turtle, and they played around with it. That Jay used to just like punch him a little, take him out for a while. Jeff Johns, everybody bow your head. Okay, Jeff Johns turned it in that he can drain you of your speed force. So the one time, and he didn't. So
you become a turtle.
So you slow down, and he can get away from you because he's just slightly faster. And they played it with that. So that was a great twist by the great Jeff Johns. But again, it's all dealing with speed. Either you're fast or you're slow. Mirror Master can easily do stuff to him.
I like Mirror Master.
Yeah.
He's a good rogue.
He's a great rogue.
Yeah.
At least he could fight him in a different sense where it's not speed.
Yeah, exactly. He can fight like in any different way. The reflections or use mirrors to in and out, so he, isn't actually traveling. He's teleporting,
Right.
that kind of thing. So he can be faster and things like that. And Weather Wizard with lightning,
And we're bringing that up. You brought that up. And can lightning truly hurt him now because he is super fast?
Yeah, he's not the older Flash. So would lightning hurt him if Weather Wizard zapped him with some lightning, or would it just make him faster?
It's a good question.
That would be a great storyline. We should tell Jeff
And if he
Johns.
gets shot with too much lightning, is he going to get burned out?
Well, he can control it. It's kind of like, I think...
Yeah, he has some electrical static around him, so...
And he can absorb it and probably release it.
He released it, and on CW, he throws it, yeah.
That's true. That's right, he does.
Throws it, yeah.
I forgot about that. So, yeah, he definitely can manipulate it. I mean, he's definitely, I would say, since he's the greater person to use it, absorb it, use it, and do everything about it, if you're going to hit him something that is just like the Speed Force, so say like lightning, he should be able to absorb that and throw it. It couldn't hurt him. And I don't think there's a storyline that you can throw with lightning, or even if Thor was going to hit him with it, I don't think it's going to bother him. But what else can you do to slow him down or make him not have to fight speedsters all the time? Because that's all he's doing, especially in the CW. I'm sure people have got to be saying, is there any other people that could fight him?
Intellectual villain.
And who would be Riddler?
Riddler would be good, actually, yeah. Make him run all over the city trying to figure out riddles.
The guy with a big head from Green Lantern.
Oh,
one of the Guardians? What do you mean?
He had the
He's
big
in the
head.
chair, and he has the big head.
Telepathic stuff with Hal. He has a big head. And it's not MODOK from Marvel.
No,
We're on DC. He's the one that was in the Green Lantern movie. Did you see that movie?
Yeah.
Do you remember he was...
Parallax.
No, not Parallax. now I'm escaping me.
Yeah. Anyway.
With a big head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, in the movie, it didn't get
Yeah.
as big as in the comic books. The comic books, he's
got
totally
a tiny
immobile.
little body and a great big head.
Oh.
Why can I not think of it?
I don't know what you mean. I can't.
I forget
But
the
I
guy's
think
name.
there was
Anyway.
a story with him in it recently in the Flash series since Rebirth. He and someone else teamed up, and it might have been the Riddler. The Riddler was actually a villain in the late Rebirth Flash. I'm reading so many titles.
Well, here's the thing too, and we brought this up, but that character whose name we'll get soon because our producer is going to be looking it up. He teamed up with one other great villain we talked about. I forget who mentioned it, Grodd.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they just brought Grodd into the CW line, which was excellent.
Yes.
If you're not watching it, definitely watch it because Grodd's his invasion.
Yeah.
Grodd's a great villain.
Oh.
And he could take a couple hits, but then he's fast enough to grab you as the Flash, I should say, grab the Flash, and he can get into
Plus
your
the
head.
mental stuff to just, hey, I
Take
can't
over
run
his-
away if you don't know where to run.
Plus grab a friend, you know.
You know what? I'm mistaken. That's not recent. What you're saying, teaming up with Grodd,
That was back in
the
the
guy
late
we
90s.
aren't. Yes,
Yeah.
I was reading an older issue, and that's what it was. It was
And like their brains were exploding. It was
Yes.
Flash and Green Lantern on the cover.
yes.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yes.
But yeah, I can't remember the character's name, but he shares a special link with Hal because they fought so many times, and he. Now he's locked in a cell, and the only way he can get enjoyment out of life is when Hal once in a while comes in and he lets him tap into his mind.
Okay.
Does our producer have it? No,
Starts with an H.
he's
Starts
dropping it.
with an H.
What's that?
Starts with an H.
Hammond, Hector.
Hector Hammond.
Oh, Hector. Okay, yeah, I know who you mean.
Hector Hammond.
Just give me that little bit, and I got it out. We did it.
All right.
Good teamwork. Kurt, you're too late.
It's
We
too
got
late.
it already. Thanks a lot, pal. Yeah, always penny, dime, short, wrong lane.
So we need some better villains for the Flash.
Even somebody that makes
better
them
writing.
sticky. Better writing. I think
know-
they could throw it in.
As I know, you've been reading a lot longer than I have, and I don't know you as well as I know Andy, but it sounds
Well,
like
take
you've
me
been
out to
reading.
dinner sometime.
I'd rather make
a
you
movie.
dinner. It's cheaper,
Okay. Cheapo.
and it's better too.
Okay.
And some of the older stuff I read, and then I read the newer stuff, and I see not just Flash, anything. It's same villains.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Why can't we come up with new villains? It's kind of neat to see us. Okay, the Joker's back. Give us a cool storyline. That's fine. We all know Batman's not going to kill him.
Right.
He's going to just defeat him and throw him into Arkham, and that's fine. Whatever. It's a filler, but let's bring in a new villain and make something new and interesting. And I'm all for that.
Great point. That is a great point. Because
Well, they do that every once in a while.
Well, let's take the new 52 when Batman came out. In that whole line, the Owls. They were
Court of Owls was
Yeah.
brand new,
awesome.
more or less.
I've honestly not read the new 52 Batman.
Great stuff.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I hear
the
it
Court
is,
of
yeah.
Owls, and that's coming in the CW.
Court of Owls
too.
is
They
really
worked
good.
That you've seen
right.
that, right? Do you watch Gotham?
The only thing that was a
No,
little
I don't
odd for
watch.
me
Oh,
was
seriously.
Gotham on CW now?
Oh, it's not. No, what channel is it on?
Fox, I think.
Fox. But they brought the Owls in, and
really?
it's really, really good. So remember one time we even talked. We're going to get off subject a little bit, but we talked about how could Batman not know the Owls existed?
yeah.
They kind of made the theory he knew since he was a kid.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, let's just take the 52, okay, Batman. The Owls were created, and Talon, which was a good villain. But after that, it was the same old, same old. They brought Joker in.
Pretty much.
So if you bought 100 issues, the only issues you would really need if you were collecting for, say, money, monetary-wise, and say newness, would have been the first couple with the Owls, the first 10 to 12 issues. That's it. Because they had other storylines with the Joker and everybody else, and that's what they do. So when you're looking at sometimes nowadays, the first couple, let's just say the first 100 issues, they might introduce some new stuff, but it's a lot of the old. But you're right. I wish they would start creating, and maybe they're scared to create because everybody wants the Joker. Everybody demands the Riddler.
Or maybe they're afraid that they're going to lose an audience because they don't have those in there, maybe. There was a villain near the end of that run of Batman in New 52, and he was like a flower or something. I read one or two issues. He used some kind of, almost like the Scarecrow uses the
The fear.
fear mist or whatever. It was some kind of, and he was controlling people. I don't remember what it was.
Maybe I didn't get those last couple issues because I knew they were stopping them. I don't remember. Sorry. So
Yeah, it was almost like the poppy fields in Wizard of Oz. when-
okay.
Yeah, but
the
I can't
pollen knocked you out or
yeah,
something.
I
Yeah.
can't remember. I just remember he kind of looked like a flower. I just don't remember what it is. Maybe somebody can, look it up.
We keep fishing.
We can goggle.
Well, maybe with some better writing, better villains, we can get some
New goggles. They need new goggles.
It
And
is-
look at stuff
It is.
and a new colorful suit.
It is. It is.
a little bit brighter red.
It
Come
is
on.
difficult, though, when you have a speedster, and he can just run around like lightning fast and
Right.
You can't catch me.
You can't do nothing.
yeah, knock the heck out of people.
It's
and,
Can't
tough.
do
They just
anything.
have to, it's not so much the, everyone's a speedster that has a little bit to do with it. It's just what they do with the speedsters.
yeah.
Other than just speed and running,
Yeah.
they may be
Other than-
detective work. In fact, the one storyline Flash, they say, oh, he's intelligent because he can go through a book really fast, but then they dismissed it. They said, after a while, because he didn't truly study it,
He loses
he
it.
loses it. So that was
Oh,
interesting. But they should make it a little bit more detective. Give him a villain that's going to challenge him on his mind than just
And
his
he is a
feet.
detective.
Absolutely. Whereas
He's- well,
speed doesn't.
technically- You're right.
He's
Yeah.
he's CSI. So
Whereas speed doesn't help him.
Right.
right.
Agreed. Well, that was a good discussion.
Yeah.
Covered it all. Well, if you get tired of the same old story, please turn some comic book pages and leave any comments in the box below.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And like us on Facebook.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.